The Holiday Inn Express of Pittsburgh has flexible meeting spaces, complimentary internet access, a free hot breakfast bar in the morning, and an indoor pool that the whole family will enjoy. Come book a room at the newest hotel in Pittsburgh, the Holiday Inn Express.
Hadyn, you beat the buzzer at half, and then you beat the buzzer in the third, and then it seemed like, really midway through the third and the end of the fourth, in overtime, you were more aggressive. Did you feel more aggressive, than you have as of late?
Yeah, my role really hasn't been to score in the past 2 years. I've just kind of gone out there and tried not to turn the ball over and get everybody involved. And he's been telling us that there's only 4 upperclassmen, and we really need to step up and score, because when we step up and score, the younger ones follow. So that's really what's in the back of my mind.
Cathy, you guys trailed by 9 points in the fourth quarter. How big was it to be able to battle back and send it into overtime ultimately to get the win?
Yeah, it's a huge win for our team to be able to fight back and never give up, because past couple games other teams have gone on runs and we've kind of given up and gone bigger. So it's huge for us to be able to have a game like this where they go on a big run, but we respond and fight back. And this win tonight was really good for us.
This is kind of the second win in a row or a second game in a row where you're going up against a team who came into the game not really shooting that well, but really seemed to shoot well against you guys. In the locker room, you guys were tied thanks to Hadyn's half-court drill. And then what was the message kind of there, knowing what you guys had already experienced earlier in the week, knowing that you were in for that same kind of battle?
It was really focused on our defense. We still gave up more points than we wanted, but it's really about, teams shoot good, but it's on us. We can control that by pressuring them more and playing better defense. So I thought second half we did a better job of getting up more and trusting each other, rotating, and they still scored a lot, but I think the second half we did a lot better playing team defense, and that's really was our message at halftime.
How big are these runs in the second half? That 7-0 run there late, I think the third or fourth really got you guys back into it. When you guys are out there, what does that momentum feel like?
It's great. Those were huge, and we had a lot of players step up and make huge shots. Hadyn made huge shots, Kayla made huge shots, Kylie made big plays. So having that many different players that stepped up and made plays was huge, and once we get that energy going, we really start believing in ourselves more and know that we can win any game.
Hey, can you talk about real quick how important this is, a win like this when you're heading up against Southern your next game? What does this do to the team?
Southern is a big rival, and like Cathy said, we've really been the past few games, we're just a very young team. So we've really tried to focus on our defense and get that going, and I think tonight we gave up more than we wanted to, but I think that gives us a lot of momentum going into Southern, because it's a huge rival, and they're kind of like us, they're young too, so it'll be a great matchup.
And what about you, Cathy, real quick? What do you think about this going into this next game?
It's big having a week off. It's a lot better going into it with a win than a loss. But really just to get back on the winning track, we've kind of been up and down a lot, and so it's big for us to have a game like this where we come back, fight back, and win, and play well together, and I think get a lot of confidence in each other this game going into this week, and moving forward in the season, that'll be huge for us.
And did you say 17 was your career high?
Yeah, I think before that one might have been 8. So,
so you got 17, 5 and 5. Just in an overtime game. How good does it feel to have such a good game, a career high, and kind of be the one to close it out?
It's really, when I think about it, it's not about me, it's about the team, and at the end of the day, I think you could ask anybody on our team, and it doesn't matter who scored, who had the best stat line. We just trying to get a W before the game. That's what we talk about. We don't care how it happens. We just want to get back in the winning column, and we did that tonight, so that was good.
All right, Coach David, do you want to just start with an opening statement about the game?
Well, for starters, we have had a rough couple days of practice. As far as we got a lot out of practice, but we definitely put in some sweat and tears and probably a little bit of blood in there too. So just really excited for the girls to, they put their put their deposit in, and now they got their payment for, payback from that. So we're excited that paid off for them.
Coach, you guys are down 9 points in the fourth quarter, similar to the other day. Talk about just that transition you saw from your team, being able to rally back with a 7-0 run to get you guys back into it, and then ultimately taking it in overtime.
Well, we preached at halftime. Coach Lord really talked about just get stops and really just read the defense and react. And I thought that our team really answered that defensively at times, and that's kind of what you want to do. You want to get stops and make a run. And so, I think our upperclassmen, he's been preaching to them a lot about really step up and make plays. And we changed our energy a little bit, got real positive. Instead of kind of allowing ourselves to get down about what we hadn't done, we just started to try to be positive about what we could do, and I think that made a big difference. But yeah, for sure.
And then in these kind of dogfight type games, seeing that it could have spiraled downward from that 9-point disadvantage that you guys had, what does it say about your team being able to bounce back like that and being able to get harp on some of the positive things instead of the negative things, and wanting to build things back up the remainder?
Well, I think it's everything. I mean, you know, you hear about every day, attitude's everything, and positive energy can really do a lot for your team and for each other. So we tried to talk a lot about, you know, get up, get energetic, and that's what we've talked about the last couple of days. And I think that just some of the plays that we made on offense allowed us to get that energy going. And so Mac made a big play. Hadyn Herlocker was just unbelievable, honestly. It was something we hadn't seen from her, and they just wanted it extremely bad. So I think that they really answered that and just gave us some things to be positive about.
And you talked about Hadyn today. After the half-court shot at the end of the third quarter, and then that big shot at the fourth, all you could do is just kind of smile, and you know, like this is her day. Just on the sidelines with Coach Lord and yourself, so what are you guys thinking after you see that kind of performance?
How can you lose?
Right.
I mean, I think that's what we were starting to feel was we just, the more you felt like you got more positive and just how can you lose? And that's what I think the girls were just not going to lose, and they found the resiliency to find a way. And you know, some people did it too, that they're not going to get any credit in this stat sheet, but they definitely did some big defensive things that helped us. And Kylie Gafford still had 13 points, but she is our defensive glue. She's our communicator, our talker, and she just did an outstanding job. And you know, with 13 points, she's not in the shadows, but those other two, and even Mac had a huge night. So Paige Longwood's the same thing. And even our reserves coming, we tried to talk to them about just do your job and go in and get stops, and don't let the offense, you know, come in on your clock and score. So that was huge too. Big team win.
Coach Hadyn was in here. She said, you know, it was career high. She said that was probably twice as many shots as she's ever taken in a game. Is asking more out of her and to be more aggressive, is that something that you guys are going to do, you know, throughout the end of the season?
Yes, absolutely. And they kind of asked that of each other. I thought it was cool. You know, Coach really cornered them this last couple of days, and really I did expect more out of them. But in turn, when they were running their sprints for some punishment things we had, they really asked that of each other. And I think that was really why you see such the want to win and the need to win, and our backs are against the wall. And I think that for Hadyn to step up will give her a ton of confidence. But absolutely, we've kind of been asking it of her a little bit lately, her and Paige Longwood's, but today hopefully we'll give her that confidence to continue.
What does this do for your momentum heading into the Southern game?
A lot, because we really needed some positives to come out of this game, and then just that when the game's on the line, that we could battle back and get a stop when we needed it, especially with some of the offenses that they were running. So we're really excited that we got this win. The girls are excited about day off and kind of some rest and recovery, because they haven't gotten that with some of our past games. So, and being on the road at Kearney and Hayes. So I think they're really excited about a little bit of rest, because we have some banged up kids, but at the same time, I think they're really anxious. It's going to make us get back to work, and I think that helps a lot when you can have some positive energy going to work every day.
Visiting Pittsburg in the near future? The Comfort Inn of Pittsburg is the place for you. Comfort Inn offers friendly customer service and a cozy, welcoming room. Wake up to a hot complimentary breakfast every morning, enjoy the indoor pool area year-round, and keep in touch with your friends and family with the high-speed internet. When staying at the Comfort Inn, you can feel at ease knowing your satisfaction is the most important thing.